What's going on, everybody? Doc and Sloth back again, bringing you another achievement guide for Halo Wars 2. Today we're talking the Overkill Achievement, which is to use leader powers to kill 500 enemy units. We're set up currently right now on Highway again. This seems to be our preferable map for kind of boosting some of these achievements. We are in a 1v1 skirmish deathmatch this time. Little correction to our last achievement guide that you'll probably see up about the same time as this one. We did domination in that one and realized deathmatch was probably a better idea, purely because, to be honest, it won't end. We can just continue to run this as long as we need to. The nice thing about the last achievement guide was the fact that you can do it pretty quickly, so we didn't have to worry too much about it. But with this one, 500 units is actually a lot. So what we've done, we've set up 3 bases. And really, I've gone at 100% supply pads minus 2 little advanced generators on the first one. The only real reason I needed those was just for this armory right here. We're completely maxed out again on advanced logistics, and I forget what the other one's called. Both of the 2 things that allow you to have faster unit trained and then a higher population cap. So you want to crank those out as quick as you can, and then just 3 bases, and this base over here running full supply pads, and then from there all we're doing is making Marines, because again we're trying to get kills here, and that is 100% purely the point. I'm just going to throw restoration drones down because you got to use 100 of those as well, so this is another good chance to be able to use that. So again, Highway 1v1 skirmish deathmatch. We cranked up the resources to the max 9,999, and then we put a couple skulls on. I don't know, Sloth, if you can see the skulls. I don't remember them exactly off the top of my head. I remember what they do. I don't remember the name of them.
They are Emperor, Sickness, and Pain Train. So they're going to make our units easier to kill. They're going to be trained just twice as fast, and then our leader powers are actually going to come back twice as fast. So all that stuff will kind of just help us get all this going.
Yes. And so what we're going to do is, again, we're just going to pump out units, and you're going to have one player. This is one other thing that we would change. We realized that after we had this set up, is we would turn Fog of War off here, and what this would allow you to do is just set 2 rally points for all your bases. Each player could call it to a specific spot, and as soon as their leader powers come up, they could just drop them. We didn't turn it off here, so what we're doing instead is using this energy point in the middle. As long as one player caps it, Floss actually going to send his units in here. I'm ready for you, bud. You can see around this area, so he's going to send all of his Marines in. I am already ready and prepped with my scatter bomb. He's going to start to take this. I'm going to let all of them kind of get around it, and I'm going to drop scatter bomb on this. I'm going to get a bunch of kills. Again, sickness helps here because they have less health, and then obviously we're going to recover those faster. Now he will have a couple that end up staying over, which is totally fine actually, because he needs one to be able to take this. We got a little infantry fight here. Pull my guys just a little bit farther back. And then essentially we're just going to trade on and off doing the same thing. As soon as he lets me know that he's got it taken, he played smart. I was forged for this one. I don't recommend that. Minus the base build goes a little bit faster. Sloth's actually playing as cutter. Gets both archer missiles and what's the other one?
Close air support.
Close air
and I am actually good, so I can maybe show you that. I like the archer missiles. They kind of cut a cool little swath, but the close air support really mops everything up.
And having the 2 leader powers is really key, because obviously, as you saw, I didn't take everything. Gonna get a good shot in here with these, then he's gonna close air support me right away. My guys all scatter. They're trying to figure out what to do. He's gonna be able to mop them up pretty quickly. Then all we're doing again is just cranking Marines. We'll go to the 3 bases. Go to 3 bases.
And it's going to be a lot of rinse and repeat, but you can get between 38 and 40 units per.
Yep.
and the Overkill achievement is for 500, which is a lot. And this is one that I was actually interested in. Okay, let's spend 45 minutes and mess around and do this because 500 is a ton. Some of the other ones that we did, the 100 kills in the units that kind of have an anti that those I figured those would kind of come. The infantry ones were going really slow for me, so I'm glad we did those. But this is one that I kind of feel like, yeah, it might be worth the time, definitely. It really did not take us long to do those 100 kills and the others, but this is one I think is really worth the investment.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is nice that the achievement it covers all multiplayer modes, Blitz, and Skirmish matches, which is why we can do this 1v1 here. But again, even in a standard Blitz mode, I'm probably only killing a couple of units if I'm using, again, Close Air Support or Mac Blast or anything like that. So it is just nice to have some kind of a really quick and easy way to be able to knock a lot of this out. And the nice thing, again, by the time I'm already full up on army, I think Sloth you are too, I'm already ready for another scatter bomb, so you can bring your guys in whenever. And we'll just kind of, again, do a little rinse and repeat. And just kind of wanted to show you how our setup was. Again, the only thing we would really change would be Fog of War. Just make sure that is off. That way, again, you wouldn't even have to go back and forth trading this node. And you could probably actually save yourself a little bit of time. But besides that really kind of shores this up for us. Hopefully you guys found this achievement guide helpful. And again, we'll have a couple other achievement guides going up about the same time, covering those 3 other achievements. And also don't forget, this is not a bad setup because of how fast everything kind of regenerates. To be able to use restoration drones and get your leader healing powers in as well. Because again, you do have to use 100 of those. So another kind of achievement that's going to take you a little bit of time investment. But if you're knocking this one out, might as well go ahead and drop some restoration drones down when you got them.
Yeah, that's the thing for me, is to remember each time. So I'm actually ready for another cycle, and here they come. That's the other thing that's just purely going to take time, is the 100 restoration drones. That's a lot, but I mean, it'll come. It's not healing 100 units, it's just using it. So that one I don't stress as much about. It's just going to be kind of using it constantly.
Right. The other nice thing too, if you are in this and maybe you're just stepping into it or just looking at the achievement list, you can actually do a lot of this stuff at the same time. So Sloth, while we were setting up the other achievement guide, ended up getting finishing out his UNSC unit builds as well. So that's something you can kind of do simultaneously. Now, the only thing I would caution against, again, if you are trying to get unit kills, creating a Scorpion and certain things like that are obviously going to be a lot harder. Now, the nice thing is Close Air Support does a really good job. So if you did want to just build one through on a particular leader, you could definitely do that. And Close Air Support should come in, especially after you use Archer missiles, and really kind of mop up for you. So that's definitely a technique as well. And then additionally, leader points. Over the course of many games, you have to spend 100 leader points, which you've been seeing us get. I've actually gotten 2, 4, 7 so far this game, and we're only about 20 minutes into it without doing a whole lot of building besides the 3 bases. So you can kind of rack and stack a lot of these achievements together and knock multiple ones out, kind of boost them at the same time if that's what you're looking to do, and finish this up. I am ready for you.
Just don't move too quickly.
It's all good.
All of my army's running around in circles.
Yeah, you're going to get to see one more really cool blast here, and then we'll probably leave it to you. Sloth, any other final comments? Anything else you need to know for this achievement?
But that's it, guys. I hope this helps. Some of the achievements that are really long and really grindy can be really annoying. So hopefully this helps you out. Pretty straightforward setup, but make sure to use those skulls to accelerate this process a lot. And don't be dumb like us. Take Fog of War off. It's going to be really helpful to you, I promise. So other than that, I mean, I think we had a decent setup here. Definitely use Cutter though. He's a little bit better with the multiple options. So that's all I have.
And if for whatever reason you guys don't have all of the skulls, I am finishing up and should have up here in the next day or so the complete and final walkthrough on easy mode, gold medals, and all bonus objectives to allow you to get all of those skulls. At this point, I'm only through mission 9, so that kind of gives you a little bit of a guide to allow you to set it up. I think you could actually do it a little bit quicker than making it through mission 9, but just keep that in mind. But if you are working through the campaign and you need some help getting some of them, hop over those guides and check those out. But yeah, I've been Doc, that's been Sloth. We're Average Gamer guys. Thank you so much for checking us out. Make sure to subscribe. We got a lot more content coming, and a lot of stuff under our Halo Wars 2 playlist. So check those out down below. Thank you guys so much for watching. Check you next time.